Before the horse, Plains Indians moved on foot, hunted buffalo on foot, moved entire villages on foot, until one revolt changed everything. Here's something that most people don't know. Horses actually evolved here over 1 million years ago, but they went extinct roughly 5 to 6,000 years ago, long before native civilizations built what we know today. So when the Spanish arrived in the 1500s, they were bringing horses back to where they came from. For a long time, historians assumed that horses didn't reach the Great Plains until the Pueblo Revolt of 1680. But a landmark 2023 study in Science changed that. DNA analysis of horse remains at archaeological sites showed that horses were already deeply integrated into indigenous societies in the Great Plains and the Rocky Mountains roughly around the early 1600s, decades before Europeans had a significant presence in the area. The horses spread faster than the Europeans did through ancient indigenous trade networks. My people, the Mandan and Hidatsa, were at the center of those trade networks on the Missouri River. But the event that supercharged the horse migration across the Great Plains was the Pueblo Revolt of 1680. For 80 years, the Spanish had dominated the Pueblo people who were present in nowadays New Mexico. Forced labor, religious persecution, violence, anything you could think of. In 1675, the Spanish arrested 47 Pueblo medicine men, accusing them of sorcery, whipping them in public, and even sentenced 4 of them to death. One of those medicine men was a man named Pope. He ended up surviving, and he never forgot. Pope and others spent years organizing in secret an uprising across the Pueblo Nation. On August 10, 1680, Pueblo Nation across New Mexico and Arizona rose up against the Spanish simultaneously. They drove the Spanish completely out. So when the Pueblo people expelled the Spanish, they captured over 3,000 to 5,000 horses. And they immediately began breeding larger herds. And then they started trading those horses to the Apache, the Comanche, a bunch of indigenous nations across the plains. And the Comanche became the greatest horse warriors basically overnight. The Lakota, the Cheyenne, the Crow, the Shoshone, all transformed by the horse. Buffalo hunting changed completely. Trade networks expanding. Entire ways of life are revolving around the horse. Horses evolved here. They also went extinct here. The Spanish brought them back, the Pueblo seized them. And indigenous trade networks spread them across an entire continent. This is not just history of the horse. This is history of how the entire world of the Great Plains was transformed. Like the video, follow the page. Have a great day.